Shadow Demon, and of course, Luki's specialty hero. Two reasons they want to get rid of it. The Omni Knight Tiny, the Omni Knight is instantly countered by the Shadow Demon coming out here from DogChamp. Surprised they didn't ban that one out. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, their bans were basically, actually, yeah, they have been just entirely core focused here. So
Mm-hmm.
I suppose in the lane, at least, if you are running the Tiny maybe at the one, that Tiny Omni can kind of get a little neat trick there with the bonus. But yeah, with the Shadow Demon now in the pool, anytime you desperately need to save somebody, your SD is just going to be there to kind of counter it out and shut it down. So now all of a sudden, if you're felt, this Omni has to sort of fade away a little bit in terms of importance, and maybe the Tiny does too, because they ran it in Afromosh's hands before. They didn't put it in a core position.
Yeah, but can you really afford to have like Tiny and Omni Knight as your two
Maybe
support heroes? I
not.
think that makes I think that makes it a little bit rough. Uh, Forces their hand to pick certain things, but they got to grab two in a row now on Felt, so that's something that they're discussing. Uh, Definitely need more disable if one of your supports is going to be an Omni Knight. I'm actually really not that sure what they go for here. The Rubik?
Hmm.
I mean, that doesn't even feel great into the Nature's Prophet or the Shadow Demon. It's like, okay, but you're a
I
very
mean,
odd support duo now.
yeah, you could take the Purge, maybe Disruption, Burrow Strike are kind of useful, but like you said, it doesn't even feel fantastic. That feels a little better. Okay, they got a Brewmaster, so
I love
there's
this hero.
there is your front line. It does make you a little cooldown dependent with the lineup. It'll depend on what their fifth pick is, but yeah, like you said, I love seeing the Brew just because of how crazy it makes team fights.
Yeah, there's so many different things you can do, and there's so many ways to play it. Now, for your next couple of picks, you need to remember the annoying way of playing around it. The Dispel Magic means that you can't really pick up an illusion hero as it ends up doing like 25 no, it's 800 damage and then whatever the amplification the illusions take on Dispel Magic. You have to worry about just one hero doing all the damage in the team fights because that hero is just going to get tossed up in the air. um, it is quite annoying to play against, and it's great inside the laning stage as well.
You're just
So
you're just so good.
did, what the heck?
That was a voice slide.
The-
That was, that was one of Felt's
oh,
voice lines. I was so confused for a second. Sorry,
I have
Felt.
not heard that one before.
Uh,
I was like, I don't open those kind of videos, I swear.
that was not the time. That's why I was
Yeah.
dropping frames at the end of the last game. No,
hmm Yeah, exactly. Okay, a minute left here on DogChamp. So a little bit more disabled in order to keep the Brewmaster locked down so he doesn't get off his ultimate, or potentially something to jump the backline so they can get on top of Omni Knight and Rubik. As far as spirit heroes that are still in the pool, there's Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, and Puck Spirit. But they grab Monkey
okay.
King.
Monkey King Spirit. Yep.
Yeah. Well, he fought the four spirits. That's the lore behind that pick.
So Monkey King now in play for DogChamp, and well, so
I'm not crazy about it. I'm gonna
yeah,
be honest with you.
it's kind of looking at it. It's a little bit funky. I feel like Felt maybe they don't have the greatest amount of lockdown in the world, but they can still kind of mess with the Monkey King. And if you can delay or even just straight pull him out of that Wukong's command, then all of a sudden he doesn't really look all that intimidating.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's gonna be great in lane.
Hmm.
If Brewmaster's on the 3, then Brewmaster's gonna struggle against it. If Tiny's on the 3, Tiny's gonna struggle against it. It's good for that reason. Post laning phase, it starts to fall off. I'm not sure how great he is at keeping up the aggression with the rest of his team. Wukong's command is great for holding objectives, and Nature's Prophet is able to take them pretty easily by himself. Or you try to take a tower, he drops Wukong command defends while Nature's Prophet is doing things elsewhere on the map. So I think that's part of the logic behind it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, we were not feeling super enthusiastic about it, but it can obviously still work pretty damn well. And now on the Felt side of things, they ban out the Ember Spirit, so they're kind of looking towards the middle lane here. Kind of interesting because some of the other teams recently have moved heroes like the Monkey King and the Sand King mid. Maybe not enough where it's the first option, but it's at least something to consider. But Felt are kind of thinking, DogChamp maybe don't seem like the team that would actually circumstance.
Hmm.
We'll
Yeah,
wait and see what that other ban is, because now they could just switch it up and I'll be completely wrong in that prediction. But
it's fine. You need to be bold enough to predict for things and
there you
talk
go.
about possibilities. Don't be afraid. Don't be a fence sitter, man. That's the worst thing.
That is uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Now, if you're felt,
physically and metaphorically.
yeah, not good. I don't know. We asked the same question the last time around about the Tiny as a core or not. They ended up running it as the position for support. I mean,
If only they had a melee hero that could have done damage to the ancient at the end instead of a ranged one, they would have won. Yeah, but two
so
spirits
close
banned
to.
out. Yeah, they were
Okay,
so
so
close.
they are still looking mid. All right, not deviating from that plan just yet. So the other side of things for
Mhm.
DogChamp, kind of in the same position, regardless of what the Tiny is sort of being looked at as a core or a support. It seems pretty unlikely that they would run it mid. So Bat Rider out. They get the Invoker out as well. Okay, so
Huh.
that's
Uh, they plan
interesting.
on running a melee hero in the mid lane. I don't know what they plan on running. I feel like Puck is decent for jumping the backline here, but you're not really afraid of playing against. So I'm not sure what hero I'm forgetting that's going to have a decent backline jump and doesn't really like playing against the Invoker. Maybe Queen of. I was going to say maybe Queen of Pain, but they take Queen of Pain on Felt.
Well, if you're
All
felt, I
right.
mean that's a kind of aggressive tempo setting kind of hero. Of course, now you have Queen of Pain and Brewmaster, so that issue I was talking about earlier with being kind of cooldown dependent is maybe a little more prominent now. But I don't know. Also, I mean, DogChamp, they've got a nice bit of lockdown here, so your Queen of Pain's gonna have to be careful, but Shinra can certainly do a whole lot with that. And actually, that is worth pointing out because I had kind of forgotten to mention at this point. Felt do now have Shinra back in the lineup. So Illidan
Oh
was
yeah,
standing in for them for the first game because Shinra was MIA, but they've got him back
yeah. I mean, he had a lot of time to come back. It was
now.
a very long game. It's fine that we missed that.
Ooh,
You have broken brain syndrome at the end, but instead of getting a backline here, they get a hero that sits on the backline, backline jumper rather. That you get fade on the Lena here. So confusing why they would pick that up this game,
wait.
especially
They've
against the Queen of Pain.
they've got
I can't see the
Solchi on the
hero
Queen
names
of
at the bottom.
Pain, and they've got Shinra on the Tiny. I don't know if that means they're actually going to swap the positions or if that's just maybe one of them's better at the hero than the other. Because Solji is usually their carry. He played mid the last time around because they had Illidan as the stand-in.
Hmm. I mean, maybe they're running Queen of Pain 1.
Oh yeah,
Unlikely.
they
It's
could.
probably more likely. I've seen Queen of Pain 1 when I was doing China DPC Div 1. Kagome ran it on over when I was doing that in studio, but very unlikely. It's more likely that he's like a specialist on this hero or a lot more familiar with it and decided this was a very good Queen of Pain game. So it's better to get somebody who's more familiar with the hero playing in a different role rather than changing giving somebody who's like a level 1 a bronze quap the Queen of Pain. Just makes more sense.
Well, some interesting stuff at the end there. You were sort of pointing out with the fade on the Lena play as well. I like the damage that the Lena will bring, but I don't know. Tiny with a blink, Queen of Pain with just her kit in general means that Lena could be vulnerable, and if you lose Fade in the middle of the fight, maybe the rest of the team has the strength to sort of back it up anyway, but it feels like a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's a level 23 co-op.
Mm-hmm. Put it in the more experienced hands. Makes sense.
Yep. We'll see where they're going in just a second. Pause comes out at the beginning of the game, but yeah, I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, eventually the Queen of Pain is able to jump on top of the Lena. Is very great at it, but inside the lane, the co-op does struggle against the co-op a ton. So it's a little bit of surprise to see that matchup come out towards the end. As far as everything else in this draft goes, I mean, it's B9 on the Nature's Prophet, so it's going to be somewhat annoying, but it's not going to be like core money where he runs around does a ton on the map. But maybe he takes a little bit more farm priority when he's playing this hero. People have kind of changed what they've done as far as farm priority in the last couple of years, or like the last year and a half. I feel like it's no longer the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll sometimes see like Templar Assassin playing from the mid, who's the true position 1, and then like a Kunkka who essentially plays 2 from the top lane or something like that.
Yeah, and we just saw in the last game as well, Yaren was given a little bit of extra priority and
Oh, that's just Yaren.
had that early one. Yeah. But this time, actually, I was going to say this time maybe he doesn't, but he's on the Shadow Demon, so in the right circumstances, they could still get him some farm.
Yeah, he's gonna steal farm from his teammates again in this game. You're nicer than I am.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe, if the circumstances allow, it's like, no, he's taking it.
Yeah.
Well, the smoke play out from Felt. Gonna get them just across that river that little bit earlier for the ward. This spot's always so contested, but at the same time, it's so contested, but everybody knows that this is one of the spots you want the ward. So I don't anticipate that ward staying there for very long, but I don't know. If you're Felt and it lets you dodge like one early gank or something, then it's probably paying for itself.
Yeah, I imagine P9's holding on to Observer in a Sentry. Anyone else got sentries? Yaren's got Observer in a Sentry as well. I mean, as they approach there, they kind of backed off, so they might know. B9's disconnected, legs. All right, very cool.
Well,
again, more. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, actually, it wasn't B9 who DC'd. It was Fade.
All right, I'm crazy.
B9 just being the good teammate. It's for him, but so in terms of the lane setups here, this is just, I guess B9's gonna be Nature's Prophet with the Monkey King down bot in their safe lane.
Yeah, and looks like he'll be playing against Brewmaster and Rubik. I mean, great against he went Soul Ring at the beginning. Great against the Brewmaster because again, he's forced to play pretty close to the creep wave. He'll be relying on Thunderclap and Cinderbrew to harass his enemies, and you can just heal back up, and he's sort of damaged by trading with him thanks to Jingu Mastery. He's got Urn queued up. He's got started with Ring of Protection. The build right now won the Brewmasters to go like 1-4-1, and then just Cinderbrew, then Urn somebody. But you need a kill to get going with that build, which is an issue.
Well, see how aggressively they play here as... Okay. B9 is just going to be as annoying as possible. He gets a sentry down, so they get the D ward, and...
Well, Pengu Manning up on the Bloody Knight, even though he's got these treants around him.
Really did not care. He just went in there and... Well, he didn't grab it. Zor got it, but either way, the bounty was secured, and... I just want to see, like, how aggressive and obnoxious Bloody Nine can be here with these treants, because they're not going to do a massive, backbreaking amount of damage.
16 damage.
Like someone like Afromo, she's probably just so pissed off right now. He's like, get these things out of my face, but Big Nine's not going to back off. He did it on the Ogre last time, so just being obnoxious, and now Zor's got to deal with it too.
Yeah. Except melee damage blocks the entire damage of treants.
Wow, what's this up top? Lukey. Never mind. I was thinking he was trying to do something here, but he took the Caustic Finale at level 1, so there really isn't much to do, but Caustic
Double
against
melee lane.
Yeah. Sand King against 2 melee, it's just a nightmare to sort of lane up against, but at least one of your melee heroes is an Omni who can maybe top you up a little bit more, so Shinra doesn't have to be quite as maybe hesitant to push forward for last hits here.
And to drop, wait, can you even use this dispels on allied heroes? Can you target Heavenly Grace onto creeps? I know this doesn't matter, it's non-relevant, but I was going to make a joke about dropping the Heavenly Grace onto a melee creep in order to dispel it. Ignore me. You can ignore me.
It says affects allied heroes. I'm pretty sure that also means it can only target, but...
Yeah, I've not tried dropping it on a creep before.
I'm not willing to just cop a report to find out,
Yeah, it's lobby stuff. Yeah, we'll talk these other lane matchups a little bit. Mid lane, that's a lane that's going on right now. Quap is doing decent against Alina.
Told you, you gotta be a little bit careful of that, though, yeah. Fade's gonna have sort of the range damage to hit him up with, but not a crazy amount of separation. In fact, Solji is, a little ways ahead, and he's just gonna go for the Shadow Strike build, so...
This is surprising to go the Shadow Strike against Alina, because every time you go forward, you get punished by her super heavily. But if you can get on top of her while her skills are on cooldown, you definitely end up finding a kill onto her. Like, she's just way too slow to get away. But yeah, she's taking a lot of damage there, but the bottle arrived, water rune spawned, so she's gonna be just fine. Finally, we end up getting a dagger off. The Fade's gonna struggle a little bit.
don't know if there's going to be too much in the way of risk-taking in that middle lane right now. Probably just both of them kind of looking at last hits and harass as much as possible, and kind of feels like the case across a lot of these lanes. We might see a change in the next sort of level or two. Some of these heroes getting up to 3 or 4 is kind of when they hit. Maybe that first spike is... Actually, taking a look at Luki, never mind. He was holding a point there for a little bit, maybe just in case he really wanted to go all in for a kill, but he'll just take the Sandstorm. And now, yeah, life becomes less fun for the Tiny, because now you got Caustic and Sandstorm in your face.
Yeah, big melee heroes is now impossible in this lane. You have no kill potential because you're playing melee heroes. Need to be up close to do damage against a Shadow Demon who's going to like disrupt one of you. Go back to the mid lane though. One thing. Oh, I baited you.
You did.
Go back to the bottom lane.
Stonebank able to
Zor
find the
dies.
kill. Okay.
Yeah.
Zor, how low did he get there? They don't really have any significant lockdown outside of the Boundless, but
they just kind of ran him down over a long period of time. But you got the Jingu stacks off on him. Ended up finishing him off with the Boundless, or close to finishing him off. But this is what's kind of dangerous about playing a melee hero up against the Brewmaster, or up against Stonebank here, is actually Zor's not leveled Cinder Brew, or sorry, Drunken Brawler.
oh yeah, that's right. He's got 2 points up in the Brew. They might still get a kill here. Stonebank, yeah, gotta be careful. Uses the Boundless to get away. Okay, I think he'll be fine now. But that was a bit of a close call, but yeah, without the, even the 1 point in the Brawler, you're missing that little bit of, well, everything, actually. The damage, the evasion. Like, just 1 point up and it would have been useful, but...
Yeah, I suppose the same logic is like Timbersaw when you're playing lanes against Ursa on that hero. Sometimes you'll go like Chain and Whirling Death in order to like fight into him and keep his HP low rather than survive with reactive armor. But I think by level 3 you definitely want Drunken Brawler because like a single point in it, it only gives you 1 armor with the Earth Brawler, but the Storm Panda gives you 15% evasion. If you throw out the Cinder Brew, it triples, so you get 45% evasion. That is significant against Monkey King when he's trying to trade with you.
Meantime, support fight up top. Pingu and Yarn. Pingu's gonna snipe out the courier. Can he? He can't do anything. So maybe he could hit him like 1 time across the back, but not really enough. But if you can keep Yarn away from that lane, then the Tiny feels a little bit more comfortable. But that brings us back to you're laning against the Sand King. So not really sure that Yarn has to be in lane for Luki to find what he wants.
No, Sand King is pretty fine by himself if he's a melee hero playing against, or if he's playing against a melee hero, rather.
Gonna pull him all the way over to the camp while Zor gets picked off again. Pretty much the same play down there as well, and they might actually get Afro. Can these Treants get the body blocking? Okay, never mind. Don't need the body block there when you've just got the Sprout. The Sprout was not enough. I'm a liar. Boo, V9. That would have been a little embarrassing if he'd have died there, but...
Yeah, but he's B9. Man has never been embarrassed once in his life. Let's go.
Oh, it'll land Solji.
Yeah.
Drop down the ult Fate. Oh, not enough.
Pingu with the invis?
Can he?
I got a vision of him. The
sentry's still there. Him out. It's, what? Yeah, it's got 25 seconds left. That was the original sentry I think they threw down to get the D-ward at the start, and I actually don't know if Pingu would have had the damage anyway. Without the purification nuke, it might have been kind of iffy, but don't take the chance.
Yeah.
Stonebank might be in some trouble. They're TPing in the Rubik for some extra lockdown. And
he just heals back up to full thanks to that Boundless Strike on top of Jingu Mastery, but just TP out?
Oh, that was...
Just TP out?
That's the only lockdown they have, and they used it. Yikes.
Oh, when you're good, you're good. Just TP out.
Wow, that's unfortunate, because, I mean, that was Solji rotating down, too. That's some wasted time, and, well, I don't know if the Lena's going to massively jump in front of him there, but anytime you make that rotation on the Queen of Pain, you got to be kind of worried, because if you don't make those hits, then you do start to slow down a little bit, as Tier 1 tower actually getting pressured up here. This is just the 2 supports hitting it, but they're going to get it down to about half HP with the siege creep, and they force out a glyph too.
Yeah, I thought they'd get more than this, but the glyph ended up putting in work, and those treants got cleared out pretty quick. If they can actually keep the catapult alive.
They're going for Zor. He's trying to live. Trying is the operative word. They're failing. As Yaren picks him off, and now they should get this tower.
Yeah, the catapult's still here. The creep wave arrives, and you've got Nature's Call in 3 seconds. You're very easily getting this tower.
Lukey.
Oh.
3 heroes come onto him. He gets into the trees, pops the epi. It's not enough for the kill just yet, but he is going to pop the wand. Now Bloody 9 TP's in. Gotta pick a target here, though. There's plenty of heroes low, but I don't know if they're going to get any of them, because Lukey's just going to get run
not
down.
As low as Lukey.
Yeah. Bloody 9. Oh, this is bad. He TP'd in here. I was wondering why he didn't move any. He actually didn't cut down the trees in front of him. So he's trapped for a bit.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Unlucky. I mean, he could sprout himself out of this if you like. You can displace yourself with Sprout.
Right.
That costs 70 mana, though. And he might have forgotten because the trick isn't used anymore. You used to use it against Clockwork as Nature's Prophet. You would click on one of the cogs, and it would push you both out. Back when you had square cogs. Dota 2 is a cool game.
That's way back, yeah. Well, okay. Bloody
I'm not
9...
old.
sorry. Bloody 9 got himself out of there eventually, and now, well, since he sticks top, he's going to be able to help out for another tower push. So your DogChamp, I mean, this is what you picked up the Prophet for, right? Get that sort of map pressure going early on, and try to limit just how much farm you give up to Felt in the early stages. But B9's got to be careful, because here comes Solji, and there's going to be the TP. Nope. Sonic Wave has to be deployed, but can't let Bloody 9 get away with that, right? I mean, you got to kill him.
I mean, you popped a DD rune, you jumped on him with Sonic Wave just to kill the position 5. Oh, bottom lane. Stonebank looks like he's setting up on Zor, but he does have ultimate. All right, it's fine.
I think he needs a +1 at least to really get onto the brew there, but
yeah.
At least your Monkey King is still just farming up pretty nicely. He's got the Echo in about 1,000 gold, but progress is nice. He's top net worth. There's been no significant pressure onto him, so Stonebank loving the way things are going here so far. As Fade, this is a risky one. He's in the river. That is a very early Laguna, just trying to push Solji back, and now they know he doesn't have any damage to work with, so they're just going to push right in for the kill. They take Fade down. Lukey looking for the burrow, only onto the Rubik. This is starting to get kind of awkward. Lukey will channel out the ult, but Zor got his ult off first, so they'll lock the Sand King down. The damage just is not there. Yeah. You know, maybe that rune wasn't worth it.
They're going to lose more. They're going to lose more.
They are. Yaren is just going to run.
Oh,
okay.
He dodges the boulder.
Nifty play, but still not enough.
Tossed rock misses. The toss Yaren hits.
Yeah, so that's 4 heroes dead for an attempt at a power rune there in the river. That's not fantastic, but Stonebank really want this. This is still going to be tough, but he knows Zor doesn't have his ult, so maybe he can get something going. He's got the Boundless Strike. He's got the Jingu for the bonus damage. Bloody 9 is just acting as a punching bag on the other side to soak up the damage, and they make the trade, but they would really love to get more. Shinra is in their sight. Stonebank's going to jump forward with the Primal, and they should have this Tiny. Doesn't really have any spells to work with, as he's going to try for a TP. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Avalanche just didn't quite last long enough, so... Okay, you give up 4, but get 2 back?
Yeah, they tried to tip him there. That's why I was laughing at Fade. Oh, B9 on Pengu.
Okay. Lukey, he's got the burrow. He's going to wait. No, he's not. He'll jump in now. Stonebank coming in with the Primal Spring, and they've got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right into the tower push.
Well.
All in all, good response, right? You kind of blew things a little bit there in the river, but they're right back with 3 kills and a tower push. Do they go all the way up to the tier 2? They've got the siege creep still, and B9 has his Treants and a new wave up in 15, so yeah,
it's
take a poke.
Difficult here at 12 minutes, but yeah, Lukey just got his Blink Dagger, so it's easier for them to play a little bit deeper, jump on top of heroes, find themselves kills. And it's difficult for Felt to rotate into their jungle just because of this Observer Ward that Yarn firstly planted. If they come in, they're going to come in from the bottom of this hill, where they'll have vision of them. And that is exactly what is happening right now.
Now to Afro. This could just be an easy kill. Yeah, Boundless into Burrow, into Primal Spring. That's just cruel. Come on, Loki. Just put him out of his misery. No, just going to let him die to the Sandstorm.
Stop. He's already dead.
Oh, Yaren? Really? Okay, if Luffy's coming in, then sure. They get the epicenter down. They get the Laguna Blade even, and Zor's dead with no ult. Wasn't able to pop it. There's Solji with a DD, though, and he's going to pop the Sonic Wave. That's enough to take down Fade. Yarn should be dying as well, so he grabs the double. But on the other side of the fight, Stonebank tried to go in, and he got Pingu, but now he needs an escape route here, because this fight's starting to get a little complicated. But Solji's not in a position to really track him down. In fact, Queen of Pain has to TP home.
Hold on. This Queen of Pain has another double damage rune. She ended up doing 2,500 damage. This seems illegal. It's got two. Like obviously there wasn't a DD. Two runes can't spawn back to back. But immediately after that, she got another double damage rune.
This is like some S4 mid level stuff, right? Where you just always
Yeah.
like whatever rune you wanted, it was there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Solji wasn't quite able to fully finish that one off onto Stonebank, but he got the 2 kills in the back line and got away cleanly as, yep, Afro. Man, he's getting a little bullied now.
Yeah, he didn't actually clear this Observer Ward either. Like, it was very easily... He should have known, like, the moment they got jumped by the Sand King and the Monkey King, that there was an Observer Ward on top of that hill, but instead just walked right back to mid lane and died again.
Zor has ulted for this.
Huh?
I don't know if he's going to get it. Yarn's walking away and... Okay. Tornado onto Lena, but now, yeah, now with no ult, he's in trouble. Zor's going to get hit up by the Boundless. They'll jump in onto him. Luki's got the cutoff angle, and... Boy, that's... In hindsight, that's just not a great ult in the slightest for Zor. There's not a high chance he gets that kill onto Yarn anyway.
Yeah, look, man, he started like 0-3 and 0. He wouldn't his earn. He never had the chance to have like that sick early game where you can Cinder Brew and earn people and do tons of damage. It's rough, you know, it tilts you. It makes you make some poor choices as you try to get supports for earn charges.
He's just sit there. He's like, I'm 1-6. What do you expect? What do you want from me?
Yeah.
He does have the charges now, I guess.
Yeah, but, you know, normally you go like a Spirit Vessel in the early game. He's kind of fallen so far behind that he's been forced to go for an Aghanim Scepter right after the earn.
Solji mid is being watched by Stonebank. And there's going to be the stacked up stuns. Do they have a little bit more? No. Solji not dead yet. They'll turn around for the Sonic Wave. It'll only really hit onto the Monkey King, but if that's enough to keep him alive, they'll take it. But Luki still trying to get in here. Needs the blink in a second or two. He's actually just going to pick a different target. They'll go on to Zor. Oh, no, they really won't. That Wukong's is more of a zoning ult. Just kind of keeping Felt back, but... I mean, the problem with that is you didn't get the tower and you didn't really get the kills either.
Yeah, bad for what? I mean, you were the guys going in there.
Yeah. Like, oh, I need to ult to protect us. It's like, no, we were attacking, and they might still be attacking. Luki, nice blink stun in onto the Brewmaster. Still no ult for Zor, but he is remarkably hard to bring down right now. He is eventually going to die, but he allows Shinra and Solji to get in for the trade, so 1-for-1 on the offlaners, and considering the struggles that Zor had, him dying there in exchange for Luki is definitely better for Felt.
Yeah, good eye there by Yarn, by the way. He ended up popping his Shadow Poison a little bit early because he saw that Brewmaster was within the kill threshold there, so activated it right away before he had a chance to heal. Stonebank is dead.
Well, that's a lot greedy. I mean, wait, they had the ward there too. I guess that's why he felt kind of safer, but unfortunate kill to give up there as your Monkey King gets set back a little bit. But
am I crazy? I feel like I zoned out when I was giving my point. Did they smoke into that?
I don't think they did, unless I'm simultaneously crazy. I thought they just walked. I could have sworn they just walked up, but maybe
I might be crazy. I was going off my point. Wasn't looking at the game. Wasn't watching when I was driving.
They were
right.
definitely smoked. There's no way.
Okay, they've got vision here. All right, they cleared the Observer Ward. Very good. Oh,
Afro?
he is now on top of the hill on B9. He has no teleport and no teleport.
What is the game plan here?
This
just
is
hope
rough.
for the best. They're just gonna slowly
Leave him
but surely...
alone. Come on.
Oh, okay. Free kill. D-Ward. Nicely done by Afro Moosh, just recognizing an opportunity. And ooh, nice rotation mid too, because that one... Oh, it got it. No, it didn't. I'm an idiot. Shinra denied it.
Yeah. You can't compete with that damage.
Ugh.
260. Chira's getting bigger. Oh, Yellow's Flash. That's a Naruto reference, I think.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really know it from. I think that was one of his, or it still is one of his alt IDs, I suppose, as Luki is going to jump in. Zor, nah, not gonna have enough time. Had the primal split, but Fade with the Laguna finds the kill. Now in the river, they've caught Pingu as well. They will find that kill, but Shinra was able to make a return play onto Luki, but I don't know. At this point, it kind of feels like that's the way these last couple of engagements have gone, right? Felter getting 1 or 2 kills, but then losing to half their team sometimes.
They keep losing. Yeah, they lose half their team. They get the kill on the Luki. That's just Luki gameplay for you, you know? It goes forward enough to bait out the enemies. They're good deaths.
Oh, he's actually... Stonebank is going to go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he got the first kill. Oh, Afro, that's...
Got the second kill.
At the end of the day, man, you know, you're still a Rubik. You don't have that much damage as he gets taken down, and now Zor is forced to ult. This is now just the 2 supports
here.
here.
Try to TP now? No, he's not going to try to... Oh, he kills the Fire Panda and said, this guy has a massive brain. He's not going to do damage without the Fire Panda now. He knows he doesn't have to run. Also, he's got the Aghanim Shard.
Oh, and they just scanned here in the jungle, too, so they know somebody is still up on the high ground. Oh, okay, now they definitely know, because Pingu kills off the ward, but... Can Shinra... Can he do something here? Fade is going to walk by himself. And, oh, Fade. He's taken down. Luki tried, not going to be able to get anything, and now Luki's dropping himself. He didn't have a plan to get out.
It's fine. It's just space for... Dude, all right, B9, you forgot to kill the melee creep. Your wave... All right, it's now close enough. It's just space for B9. See?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Split
onto the
push
tower.
Gaming.
Yeah, you try to chase him in the trees. You're wasting your time. Nice observer ward to scout out the enemies potentially rotating onto him, by the way. God, this does so much damage.
Tier 2 just gets kind of chunked down pretty nicely, considering Bloody 9 didn't really have to put in, very little effort. TPing top. Oh, man, Zor really needs to finish that Axe, because right now he's just getting sort of bullied up, and Shinra... Find a target? No. Wow. And now Yarn's going to TP away. B9's getting out as well. That is very unfortunate for your Tiny. That's basically a guaranteed kill if he found either of them.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe that B9 just left that kobold in there. That thing's going to be there for the rest of this game now. Excuse me.
Oh my god. Yeah, this doesn't even like time out or anything, right? It just sits there.
This is just a kobold living here now.
That's gonna bug me.
We'll get back to that one later. I want to see how long it lives.
It has like it has no like autopathic either, so it's just awkwardly
no one's
sitting
gonna
there.
Find it. The creeps aren't gonna touch it.
And B9's hitting a tier 3, and now he'll just leave because Solji has to deal with the treants. This is that's Rat Dota at its finest.
This is what was happening when Eastern Europe game that I was watching that had no business happening. Just the Nature's Prophet sending treants down the lane. Stormtrooper was forced to sit inside the base and just ball lightning out. And like they kept trying to step on him, but the Stormtrooper was invulnerable, and the Nature's Prophet just wouldn't stop. It is disgusting gameplay.
There's no reason to stop, right? If you're Bloody 9, I mean, who's gonna come and...
He's doing it again.
Yes.
Yeah, the creeps are here. He's got the greater treants. They do 108 piercing damage. The tower's going to die for this.
Oh, there's a fight breaking out, though. Luki jumps in with the burrow. They get the Wukong's command down. It's not placed fantastically here. And actually, not fantastically as being generous. That's just kind of a whiff entirely as Luki falls. And Yarn's now going to get picked off as well, but... Here's the thing, right? I mean, B9 got the tier 2 tower. He's hitting the tier 3.
He's going for the tier 3 in the top lane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he TPs to the top lane, uses Sprout, which has like 11-second cooldown right now. It's level 1. It doesn't matter that it's level 1. And then he does like 500 damage to the tier 3 tower. They lose the team fight, but they did damage to 2 tier 3s. All right, never mind. If they lose 4 heroes, it's worse.
Yeah, Shinra got an ultra kill in a tier 1, so that could be a little bit of a concern. They might now, instead of
just run it down because they have Tiny. I mean, this is what I was talking about in the draft. Like, it is very difficult to push them, but if you make a single mistake, you lose everything, and you have made a mistake. All right. Luki's in there. He's a problem solver. Oh,
nice.
Smooth.
Dodges out, but Shinra is still the problem. He's just taking the tower, doesn't care. Well, just how far forward do they want to push, though? Because the second you overextend, I mean, Bloody Nine's still not going to stop, so if you end up losing one too many heroes, then you just got a Nature's Prophet who's just going to wipe away all your progress anyway.
Yeah, and so he's not really going to be a position 5, and he hasn't been. It's kind of what I was getting at the beginning of the game. Like, he plays this on this team, but he's probably going to have closer farm to Loki. He's going to be the one outside the base, and everyone else is going to be defending.
Aggressive TP there onto Pingu,
Yeah,
but
now needs a Quelling Blade.
a little bit too far forward. Kind of outran his backup, but now DogChamp, this isn't even a smoke. This is just a straight up push into the jungle. Ooh, Luki. This is on the burrow. They still want to do this, though. Stonebank is going to channel out the Wukong's command, and they'll at least get Pingu first. Not a bad play there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to lock anyone else down, but here comes Shinra pushing into the fight. Solji blinks in as well, looking for the damage. It was Yarn that they'll take down. Still haven't dealt with any of the cores just yet, but the Sonic Wave flies through. Stonebank dropping low, pops his own BKB. Luki, meanwhile, hitting the stun onto the Queen of Pain, but there's no focus damage here. Stonebank is actually on the run. And Fade didn't get out either. He's going to fall. Stonebank will die. Where is Bloody Nine? He's actually still retreating, so he's not going to be able to go for the immediate split push. Shinra might just catch up to him. A Glimmer, is that...
Oh, is he going to be able to get away? He doesn't have mana for the Thunderclap.
Enough.
Oh, no. Meanwhile, Luki's up at the tier 3 trying to push it. There's no way he lives for this one. I think they used all their TPs already, though. They did. Quap doesn't have one. He's got one on cooldown in 2 seconds. He gets away with this.
Wow. He just TP's home. Okay, I mean...
The audacity of this man.
Oh my god, they're just splitting all the time. Even when they lose that team fight, just definitively... they don't get enough damage to make up for the heroes that they lose, but the fact that they're getting anything at all... well...
Oh, your big trees are...
Okay.
No, it doesn't even matter. Those are the big ones. Those are the ones you don't care about because there's an 11-second cooldown on Sprout.
Fair enough, yeah.
And summon them again. Very cool. They're in Roshan right now. You do kind of care about this one.
Stonebank's trying to dance and act as a distraction, but it's not going to be enough of one, because Shinra... oh, he's just doing it. Here's that Heavenly Grace play that we were sort of alluding to in the draft. Just gives him that little bit extra, and they take down Roshan. They get the Aegis in hand. Shinra's just got a sort of Moon Shard hanging out casually for the speed, and...
all right.
in.
Lane is being pushed in the top. They ping it out, but they have not reacted to it fast enough. And the wave is being pushed in the bottom. They're finding kills, but 3 of your lanes are now shoved in. Your tier 3 towers are getting hit. He drops another Sprout up in the top lane. They're about to lose this tier 3 tower. They've won the last couple of team fights. They have the Aegis. They should be winning right now.
Are they? Is it just going to go down? No. Okay, close. But Bloody Nine could just TP right back in and go for it a second time as Luki.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll get caught. Fade might die here as well. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to go for it. There's no trees nearby up there right now, but he teleports to the bottom of the hill. I'm pretty sure backdoor just... yep, there it goes. You lost your tier 3.
Oh, this is great. This is incredible.
And because the lanes are so pushed in, by the time you manage to make it through this like tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, Luki and Alina are going to be back up.
I think they finally got him here, but this is the problem. You kill Bloody Nine. That's great. That's fantastic. 40 seconds from now, he's going to be doing the exact same thing.
The Quap is chasing down giant trees right now. She's being distracted. This isn't even like that incorrect. Like, it's incorrect because the backdoor protection is up right now. But they are lost in the sauce because this guy is a massive menace.
They're just getting tilted by this Prophet. Yeah, I mean...
I'm getting tilted by this Prophet.
Because right now, I mean, you go after that kill, that's great, but you still have a Tiny with an Aegis. You've taken the tier 2 tower mid. They could have just grouped up and tried to push through, maybe threaten the high ground, but instead they get distracted, and these occasional kills that they're finding are still great, but...
yeah, Fade is trying to dodge this one out.
Afro's...
he's very lucky that...
Afro's actually alone. Fade might just win this fight, but...
yeah.
Reinforcements are coming.
I mean, he's got low cooldown, stun. Yeah. As soon as that light stick array on Alina missed, it was time to go, but because you've like telekinesis and 5.3 second cooldown light strike array, it was hard getting out. Is that just 5.3? Okay.
Range Rax is gone. This shouldn't be happening, but it is. Bloody Nine's just chipping away.
Yep. set up a solo kill as a support hero. You find a kill down the bottom lane of the enemy mid, but you lose your barracks while this is going on.
Okay, Luki will not get out. That's a nice play from Afro.
Yules. And
That's
then
it, yeah,
striking a low ground after popping one. Oh, okay, never mind. He's dead.
Yeah, he
Very
got part
nicely
one.
timed stun.
Didn't quite get part
Yep.
two.
Yep.
But guess
Burst strike's
who?
instant, but go ahead.
9. There it is again.
Wow.
Just
Here we go again.
Here's the thing. This is slowly but surely chipping away at my sanity, but what can you really do to stop it if you're felt, other than just have a dedicated person back in your base? And obviously that's not viable. Solji doesn't actually have any way to cancel that TP either.
Again, this is going for the tier 3 is going to drop here.
Shinra found
Yeah, they're
himself
just
a
going to
kill.
lose a tier 3.
Tree
42, 1. There it goes. And now he's going to go for your range racks. All right, they've had enough. Tiny is hitting as soon as Tiny gets to the buildings when they don't have backdoor protection, he will win a base race. But all the lanes are being shoved in as well. He's got good for an egg at him scepter so he can keep these lanes pushed in as well, and then he just profit.
Oh, hold on. Middle lane. What was that? Luki.
Yeah,
he's trying to slow it
now.
down, but yeah, this is the problem. Shinra finally realizing I'm huge and I don't know if they can stop me. He's gonna go in. Age is still on board for 50 seconds as well, so even if DogChamp put together a defense, they'd have to get through him twice. As okay, they find Afromoosh down at the bottom.
Zor
lane.
used all his mana. He can't do this another split. But they lost no bank.
Dead. He has buyback, so he could rejoin this, but again, you got to get through Shinra twice. They're trying to at least get the first life. Not going great, but there we go. Eventually, they will bring him down. Now Stonebank buys back, and they'll look to regroup for a second fight. They do still have the Wukong's command, but nice play from Solji. In with the Sonic. Pushes all 3 heroes back, and Felt will make their retreat.
Okay, Stonebank forced to buy back. You got to use your Aegis pretty well. They really want a Barracks, though, because of how annoying this Nature's Prophet's been.
Yeah.
They want like as much as the NP has gotten at the very least, but they can't get it.
Shinra is just like, I want it. You go back in, and his teammates are like, no, dude, you don't have Aegis, don't do it.
Put me in, coach. If I get him for just a second.
Think about the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. It took him a hell of a lot to kill Shinra off the first time, so...
Yeah, but now 2 lanes are pushed in. B9 is shoving the top. Like, they get in your head. This guy is in their heads right now. It's a DD rune. Okay, you need to... Yeah, he dropped the bottle for the Tiny. Tiny gets this. All right, these Raxes will absolutely melt. He's got a Moonshot on his hero. He did DD rune. Tower will take like 4 shots to die.
They caught Pingu, so there's a kill, but now Shinra makes the jump. He activated the DD, but it kind of got immediately purged away, and Shinra, remember those consequences of your actions things I was talking about? That's this. This is that right now. He's just taken down.
Yeah.
And is Zor... He might not get away either.
Dead. He can go back into his regular form if it's about to die, but he doesn't have another ult.
No Blink Dagger or anything for the instant save as... Afro, he stole the burrow. Okay, he's got that at least, but they lost way too much there. Now here comes Bloody 9.
Yeah, they're just going to go straight for the Raxes. I mean, the mid lane has to die first. The tier 2 has to go down in order for the wave to get far enough for them to be able to break backdoor protection, go for bottom. They were trying. But the waves... Yeah.
But the shift in momentum we're starting to feel here a little bit. Felt... I mean...
Bottom?
Oh,
They scout the lean out with the Observer Ward.
That's big.
This is
fade.
This is an Observer Ward meant for the Nature's Prophet as well.
Nifty move there. They might still lose this tier 2 mid. Yeah, it's still going down, but you kept him off the high ground, I suppose, but did they keep him off the high ground because DogChamp couldn't do it, or because Bloody 9 simply chose not to go for it?
He'll choose when it's your time to die.
You live because I allow it. I mean, he could just TP in right now and just go after these racks, but... Well...
No, now he can't. It's on cooldown for 20 seconds.
Okay.
A wave isn't quite far enough to break backdoor protection. It needs to be like past where the... little bit past where the range creep is in the bottom lane right now.
Garen gets caught. Luki is in trouble as well. Can he get it off this time? No, this time he doesn't have the burrow, so...
Yeah, all right. Unfortunately, your base is now exposed. But B9, instead of going for the bottom racks here, Instead of try to push mid in.
Get away from Solji. Solji still doesn't have a cancel for this, but Afro does. Okay. Stolen LSA comes in, and they have brought Bloody Nine down here. But I don't know. This is still going to be the problem, right? Felt can find all of these kills. They've got 36 in 33 minutes. That's at a very impressive pace, but you need to be able to get objectives off the back of this, and that's just been a struggle to this point.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the hero to do it very quick, and he's itemizing to do it very quick. He has a Swift Blink and a Moonshard and an Echo Saber on Tiny. The only thing he really needs at this point is a leveler. Man, they're just popping ultimates to try and take this Rax faster because he got demolished on the Earth Panda.
Stonebank is on the other side of the map right now.
They got it.
I mean, he has his TP, but he clearly wasn't
so
going
good.
back in time, as they've actually caught him now. Stonebank's in trouble up in the top lane. BKB TP, and there's no way through that. Okay. Doesn't get the melee racks that he was hoping for, though, but at least...
but B9 bottom, he moved him to the range. Yeah. Good. I mean, they've got Fortify, but they're not going to fortify this. Do you ult this to save your range racks? Dude, they're running at B9 instead.
Yeah.
Dude, all right.
I think the backdoor...
All right, backdoor protection lost again. Yeah. Ah, there we go.
This is such a weird... There we go. They'll finally get that kill, but the... Yeah, they got the racks.
Go ahead, call your team. Oh my god. Your Rex still dies.
Man, Bloody Nine, I mean, at this point, kind of win or lose, he's pretty much the MVP for DogChamp in this one.
Dude, I've played games like this on Nature's Prophet. Even if you're like dying, you're still smiling, taking the enemy team's Rexes. He's been getting a blast rig as well, so it's more difficult for them to just like jump on top and kill him. It'll make it difficult for Tiny in particular. The moment he hits him, blast rig activates, and then well, I guess he won't be able to TP out because he's got 2 charges of toss and the avalanche. But it'll be like spitting on him as you die.
Luki, did he... Yeah, he got himself an Aeon disc, though, so...
Yeah,
a little bit harder.
Vision of Monkey King because of this Observer Ward, by the way. Oh, and of Shadow Demon.
Well, not a whole lot Yarn can do to live in that instance. If Shinra's on him, he's pretty much gone, but... The amount of time...
I think... Oh,
he didn't TP.
I think they see this. They're going to have their camera near here on Ephramush. Right, Nina is coming in as well.
Yeah. This could get a little bit awkward. If Afro's the only person here, could just pick him off, but...
They see the sentry. Go kill the sentry. Yeah.
Well, Shinra's going after Roche again, pretty much by himself. Like, Pingu was helping him out, so they should be able to claim that, but it might come at a cost. Melee Rax is still taking that damage. But, oh, Rubik's looking like he's going to be able to hold it, so... Slight risk, potentially, but it pays off for Felt.
Dude, I can't believe... They didn't touch that sentry, even though it was in vision of, like, 2 sentries and an observer. So, a lot going the way of Afromush. But yeah, they're so afraid of him because they don't know who the rest of the team is, and of course they're able to just, like, TP in and quickly find kills. So, they've given up. Oh. Alright, they actually do end up finding a kill on the Afromush.
Oh,
Fade,
those are some TPs back, too.
Yep.
And while the distraction's top, they go after the melee Rex spot.
The Kobold! The Kobold from before.
It's still
ended up hitting Stonebank because he hopped from tree to tree there.
Did not think that Kobold would ever be relevant again, but it kind of wasn't. But
it
at
did
least
in action, okay?
Yeah, it got to participate.
Stonebank. He's gonna remember.
Meanwhile, man, Yaren, this kind of sucks for him because Shinra's just hunting for him, and basically the second he touches him, he dies. His Nature's Prophet's gonna get not quite picked off here. B9's still alive. He's gonna run out of he's gonna run out of time on that invis though, and they will take him down. But again, just kind of saying the same things over and over, but it's still irrelevant. These kills are cool, but you need to get back in that pace to really do anything.
It's like the ultimate okay. Creeps are about to break backdoor protection. Tiny is about to do damage.
There we go.
Yeah, please increase his damage slightly, Pingu. Heavenly Grace. I guess he's saving it for a Dispel. Alright, that is the correct play.
And Zor's even going to pop the ult
to
so they can get faster.
Does it? But they're refusing to engage with them. Instead, they're trying to wrap the enemy team's base. Fate ends up taking the melee barracks down the bottom lane. They find the top barracks by Monkey King. So you lose 2 sets of Raxes for 2 sets of Raxes.
Now, are they just going to back off at this point? I think they might. Zor.
What is Lukey doing?
What is he
watch Radiant. What's happening in the Dire base is
he's trying to
insane. It does not matter.
He's trying to buy a TP. I think that's it. Meanwhile, Zor is still going after this tier 4. Shinra jumping in. Disruption, though. Going to be there defensively from Yarn. Keeping Fate alive. Tier 4's got backdoor protection back in. This is so dicey for Felt. I mean, they still have the Aegis, so they can go. Tier 4 down. Felt.
Oh, no.
They're going for it. They're just going to go for it.
It's thrown to the air.
They're just looking for the win. Ancient low, 2k health. Can they pull off another miracle? Last time around, DogChamp were able to hold the line. This time, not going to happen. Ancient falls, and Felt, well, they avenged that game 1 loss. This time around, they were not going to fail to get that.
Yeah, 2 games in a row of this game art where DogChamp just eventually can't fight into the enemies and just try to rat them out, hide in their high ground for as long as possible, eventually close out the game. But they learned the lesson after game number 1. This time, they just hit the throne. Look, he doesn't have Mars to defend it for any longer, and they weren't able to pull that base race strategy or kind of strategy they ended up doing in the previous game. Felt win it, and it would be dangerous if DogChamp were to win this playing like that. So I mean, it is better that Felt win. It's morally just that Felt ended up winning this game.
Yeah, if DogChamp pulled that out, we'd all just kind of feel a little dirty, a little different. Our lives would be different, but
yeah.
I mean,
I don't want my NA games to be ruined. I plan on playing pubs after this, man. I don't know about you.
Oh, man. But yeah, Felt, okay. Right, nicely done. I said after game 1, it felt like their heart got sort of ripped out of their own chest.
Nice.
This time, poetic justice to be put in that exact same situation, but execute perfectly to win it out this time.
Yeah, so dealt with it reasonably well. I will say that Tiny made this one a lot easier for them.
Right.
You know, when they're finally able to get their hands on the base, they can clear it pretty quickly. With another hero, it might not have been possible to get back into this game or, you know, punish the enemies for losing a couple of the team fights and playing this way. The building takes such reduced damage. So, you know, played fairly well. Rough game for Zor here, but did end up having an impact at the end, you know, throwing the Monkey into the air before his Wukong's command got off, bought his entire team 6 seconds of just being able to hit the throne there. Was a very big deal despite the dangerous start.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. 210 and 14 is the stat line. He's not winning any awards off of that, but helps his team win, and now Felt have tied up this series at 1-1. So still a spot in Phase 2 on the line. The question now, which of these 2 teams will be able to claim it? Can DogChamp bounce back, or will Felt roll this momentum into the reverse sweep? We'll be finding out in about 10 minutes here. So neph and I will step away, and we'll be back for that 3rd match in just a little bit.